Hello and welcome back to the Sports Vehicle Performance YouTube channel. Today we're just giving you a bit of an update with what we've been up to. Again, been really busy.
So there has been a fair bit, hasn't there, this week?
Yeah, fair bit on. Well, not even this week, this last sort of month or so. Just been pretty flat out. Lots of different cars in at the moment. So we'll go.
Always good.
Yeah, we'll go and show you what we've got going on. There's a dog.
Ringo.
So in the engine room, we've currently got two, well, mainly Mitsubishi bits down there. So there's the gearbox, the transfer box, and the rear diff, the AYC diff. That's all being stripped, ready to go for vapor blasting, that lot is. We've got the cylinder head being assembled on the bench for an Evo 6 there.
Block there as well.
And yeah, that's the block there, that's all been machined, ready to be built up. We're just awaiting com rods and the crank bearings for that. Lancia, you've seen this not too long ago, haven't been doing too much on it at the moment, just finding the time to do it.
I do want to show them this.
Engine's going back in. Yeah, we're getting bits together, but yeah, the wheels there, I can't remember what they're called. They're basically Group N, Group A wheels, but obviously they're 5 stud, so the actual Group A cars weren't, but they're obviously for a road car, so it's basically that sort of style. In here we've got the Evo 6 GSR, so the engine you just saw in there and the cylinder head, that will ultimately be going in this car. Obviously you can see the shells underway.
Not in great nick.
Yeah, not in the best of nick. Rust here. And
there, yeah.
Currently the chassis legs are off it. If you look down there with the camera, you'll see them. So last week, chopped all of them out, cut them all, drilled them out. So that's a fairly lengthy process, but they're all out at the moment. So yeah, basically waiting for them to arrive from Mitsubishi at the moment, from Japan. So they keep giving us a date and then pushing it back and pushing it back. So
as normal with
kind of waiting around. We've got the sills there as well.
Oh yeah.
So they're going to be going on it. They're quite a nice, good fit there as well. So yeah, lots to do on this, but again, it's just finding the time around all the other things going on at the moment. You can see there, currently watching the RAC rally.
Of course, has to be done. Especially this time of year.
So into this workshop, we've got a lot going on. It looks quite messy, but because it's lots of different cars and lots of work going on, it can't always be clean. So a bar 595, this is in for lots of work. So we'll show you some of the bits and bobs doing on this.
As we say.
It's having a full turbo kit, so you've seen us do loads of these on the channel now. This would probably be our 7th one of these we've done conversions. So if you are interested in more power from your bath, get to us and we can sort you out. So having new Coney front dampers, discs, pads, new rear beam. It's having our upgraded shorter rear dampers with a shorter rear spring, rear camber plates. It's having front spherical bearings in the front lower arms, along with proper bushes in there as well, uniballs. So yeah, lots of upgrades and basically a massive service about all the oils, including gearbox oil, engine oil, and it's also having cam belt and water pump. So pretty much everything you can have done is what's being done to that one. Here we've got a KN957, this one is. So this is the, basically in, because it's got an oil leak, obviously the age of the car now, things like this start to go wrong. So
actually it is the main seal as well, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a rear main seal.
Gearbox, everything off.
Gearbox is off, you obviously drop it all out as one unit. Box is over there on that engine crane, you need a whole ass engine crane just to get the gearbox off. So it's it's a big job, but not something we haven't done before.
Yeah.
So yeah, we're just working our way through it now. Further down, what we got going on? This Renault 5 GT Turbo.
Of course, we can't miss out the Renault 5. This
is coming for basically a bit of a check over. It's going to be featured in an article. I can't remember what magazine it's for, but it's going to be kind of put up against the 205 GTI, the Citroen X GT, and the Renault 5.
The cars of its era, basically.
Yeah, it's rivals, it's French companions. So we're just kind of giving it a bit of a check over, check it's okay for the people sorting that out.
And it's also an amazing car. So
yeah,
who doesn't love a Renault?
So yeah, so I can't remember the saying for it, but the variation in here is just crazy. Renault 5 Turbo, a bar 595 KN, Boxster 993 RS,
it's changes a lot.
Yeah, but that's the thing, we can do anything. So yeah, it's great. So This here, Boxster S, this has been in for...
Gearbox.
Yeah, gearbox.
Yes,
Had a noisy gearbox, trying to remember what it would have been in for. Old gearbox on the side over there. So had a new clutch, obviously, while it's out. Had a new starter motor, a couple of other bits like that while it's apart. So yeah, that's basically back together now, ready for a wash, and then that'll be going back to the owner. 993 RS. This is literally, as we started filming this video, the truck pulled up to collect it. It's outside now. So got the wheels and tyres there, the spares ready, ready to go with it. So, you know, the project's come to an end. You'll see another video, a bit more about it and kind of explain.
Sad to see it go, isn't it?
Yeah, it will be sad to see it go, but I'm excited for the new owner to get hold of it.
Definitely.
And, you know,
I think they're going to enjoy it a lot, you know, just like us, really.
Have some fun using the thing. So, yeah, we've had our time with it. So we'll go out now, show you what's out here. So we're outside. We'll show you what we've got out here. So
it's a bit
got
bright.
this. Yeah, the sun's quite bright here, and it's quite low. Winter time in the UK. So Porsche 924S. I'm going to look like I've got my eyes closed. This is a regularity rally car, so it does long distance events. Basically, they're rallies where you have to average certain speeds through certain sections. Obviously on public roads and stuff like that over real long distances. This will go out through like Italy, Europe.
I say it's a lot of European events as well, hasn't it?
Yeah, so, you know, over rough terrain, interesting roads and stuff like that.
We've done a lot of modifications.
A lot of modifications to it. So you can see there, you've got all the bolts for the spotlights. That's where the brackets go on. So obviously you can see better at night. Inside here, you'll see all of the rally equipment. So all of this is to log your distances on the road, so you know you're at the right points. All of this here is used to convert, I think it's used to convert speed into distance and all of that, so you can average your speeds properly. It's quite complicated, to be honest, but yeah, that's what it's all there for. This car, we put all this in over the years. It started off as a complete standard 94S and we've upgraded it over the years, done things like it's got a 944 fuel tank, LSD gearbox, and bits like that. So it's in with us for this time. It's having a cam-out water pump, big service over the winter, ready for the next season. It's also having upgraded suspension.
The whole rear beam's
coming out of it with new bushes. It's having taller ride height on it as well to help over that rough terrain. So yeah, I think that's mainly it for this one.
Transform it, really.
Yeah, it's quite a big job. Obviously, dropping all the
torsion,
all the rear end and the torsion bars out. You know, it's not an easy job, but it's you know, part of the job. So got to be done. Next up, we've got another Abarth over there. You've already seen that one if you've watched the video.
The turbo one.
That one's had one of our turbo kits, the GBC. So this is awaiting a final mapping tweak, and we'll be filming a short video on this, where we'll be taking up the road and just giving you a bit more of like an insight of what they're like on the road with the big turbos fitted. 991 GT3 here. This has been in basically for an MOT and a bit of a check over. Yeah, it's got a couple of issues. I think it's got a Porsche warranty, so it's going to be going to Porsche to have those issues looked into. This one here, 3.2 Carrera. This has been in for a load of fun. Sam's been doing this one.
Yeah, it's been in for a starting fault. There's been quite a lot done to it. It was in a previous place, wasn't it? Where they'd sort of thrown a load of...
They're just throwing loads of parts. It hit the parts
cannon,
cannon,
new
hoping it would sort
dizzy cap, a new rotor, HT leads, I think spark plugs as well, just those kind of things. And they're basically avoiding
pretty much everything
the main
in
issue.
it. Yeah, and it didn't fix the problem.
So we had it in, and we just did a load of diagnostics on it. It started off with basically the cramp sensor wasn't getting a signal due to the age of the flywheel.
The flywheel had completely rotted away.
Well, we're pretty sure it had the first clutch it ever had in.
Yeah, it still had an original clutch because they have the rubber centre in them. So it's a proper
shows
original
how old
clutch.
it was, and the flywheel had basically almost started to disintegrate.
It was definitely due a change. So we've done all that lot.
Then we got a sensor.
We had a sensor,
and then the wiring.
It had a bad signal, didn't it, on the picoscope. So we had to correct all of that.
Well, we fixed the wiring because the wiring to the ECU was bad then. So that was the second problem, and then the third fault was the fuel pump fuse. In the front, basically.
It is open, isn't it? We can show them.
As I say, yeah, it should be open.
It's that side, isn't it?
No.
Is it not? Oh, I was thinking the fuel filler,
I was going to say.
It's the one below it, isn't it?
Almost.
There we are.
Yeah, we might as well show you, because it is quite interesting. We actually do the upgraded...
Yeah, we've got an upgraded fuse board, so if you'll see this type of this one here, I've got to peel the carpet.
Yeah, I can
pull it off. Pop the buttons off.
There we go.
So you see in here, Well, look at those fuses. They're the real old style fuses. At literally the slightest touch, they'll fall apart and fall out.
And they get a lot of oxidation.
Yeah, obviously they're all completely exposed. What'll happen is the car will sit around, especially over the winter and stuff like that. They'll all oxidise up, and then it will basically lose connection as if the fuse was blown. So we'd obviously got it running after we'd done all this work. Came to it after putting it pretty much back together, and it wouldn't start. Turns out one of these for the fuel pump one. I can't remember exactly which one it is. It doesn't matter.
It's
but
one of them.
All that happened is the fuse had oxidised, so we had to give it a little twist.
As you did.
And it came back to life. But obviously we're saying we do stock the upgraded fuse board of this.
You basically put the newer fuse.
And it's got, the more modern blade type fuses.
Which are a lot more
we'll show you that
as well, yeah.
We'll put a little clip into that.
Because it is quite a good bit of kit, isn't it?
Yeah, it's, no, they're much better, much more reliable on something like this. And, it's just a good upgrade to do. If you're going to be using the car and stuff like that, or storing it outside, or whatever you're doing with it. So yeah, that's now all fixed back on the road, which is great. So I've got a...
Yes.
It's a bit
funny, that one,
what else we got here?
We've got the minis.
The minis, yeah, so 2 GP1s. So
you've already seen the one of them.
You've seen the one on the right. If you've been keeping an eye on the channel, we did a full inspection on that one. This one's turned up now for the same.
Well, they're both from Japan.
Both from Japan. Obviously you can kind of see they're from Japan with the tasteful modifications, shall we say, that have been carried out. So yeah, what we're going to be doing is obviously doing an inspection on this one as well, and then what we're going to do is kind of work out what they're like underneath and pick, so one of them to be a modified example and one of them to kind of turn into a complete original perfect example car. So then there's one of each for the owner, because at the minute they're both a bit modified in their own different ways and not quite perfect. So that's the plan for it.
Like I say, you can see all the clocks on there, can't you? Just proper
it's
Japanese.
Got like, I don't even know what it is, that boost, little boost gauge on it. It's just very Japanese.
Sticker there as well.
That's what they do to them all. So, but underneath that means they're normally really nice. Like you saw the set of this one if you just seen the other video.
Yeah, really clean.
Really, really good underneath.
It's a great example of.
So yeah, that's what they're in for.
Further down, we've got the exciting Evo 6 back on the road.
Oh yeah,
Which you were doing in the previous video.
I did the cam battle and water pump in one of the previous videos on this, amongst loads of other service bits. So that's back on the road.
It's a mega car, that is, isn't it?
Obviously not going to be on the road too much over this winter. It's all been ice blasted now. As we said in that video, we will show you the underneath of it. We can maybe put some pictures in over the top of this, but yeah, it's looking smart. Obviously a few more things to do, like we're looking for original wheels still. We're going to put the mirrors back to standard and bits and bobs like that, but main thing is it's back on the road and running really healthily. So next up we've got 997 C4S, sorry, this is in for a drive shaft. Basically just due to age, what happens is the outer joint, the metal becomes porous, doesn't it? So all the grease leaks out and dries out the joint, and then the shaft fails. So that's what that's in for. This is the other Evo 6 you'll have seen on the channel at some time. Waiting to go into storage for the winter, but currently parked here. But again, the time of year it is here in the UK, you don't really want to be using these cars on the road that much, because Japanese, they like to rot. This one's all been done and you want to keep it looking like that. Box dress here. This has been dropped off for a coolant leak, and the battery's dead. So we yet to diagnose that now. Could be anything, water pump, it's probably the most common cause, or it could be the coolant crossover pipes in the front, which is another common issue. So yet to diagnose that one. We'll go in and we'll quickly show you this fuse board.
It is in one of these drawers, I believe.
It's in this drawer here, I think. Yep, there it is. So if you look at that compared to the original type, this just takes the original, the modern fuses. Blade fuses. So yeah, nice bit of kit that is, and it's a great upgrade to do.
Yep, reliability back in it. So
that is it for this workshop update.
Quite a lot going on, really.
Quite a lot going on. Lots of different cars in at the moment. And yeah, hopefully you enjoyed this little update. Don't forget to like, subscribe and comment, and we'll see you next time. Goodbye.